And I feel like we're opening into this web. We're actually entering the web. I feel like we're entering the web with our sovereignty, and we're going to start being led to these threads that are, again, the threads that are for us, the threads that are for our investigation, that are for our empowerment, our healing, our shadow work, our stepping up and being visible, whatever it is. And I'm glad that you mentioned that aspect in there too, because there's been an underlying, like, more personal part of my activation with what's going on, because somehow I knew that when this started, there were going to be a lot of voices talking about California that, from just a heart knowing, they don't have, number one, the authority to really hold that space. And so maybe surface level, they have the visibility, but they don't have the depth, they don't have the authority. And they're still in that visibility space. So what they talk about is reverberating, but I still feel like they're on a different timeline. They're on the timeline that is still reverberating this victim, extracting, like they're even extracting energy from people right now that are holding them in such high esteem
Absolutely.
because they're in victimhood.
Hmm.
And at the same time, I'm not saying don't experience your emotions. I'm not saying don't go through the full-fledged, journey, especially people connected to California, especially people connected to their grid. It doesn't have to be California. Whatever your grid is doing, whatever it's alive with, whatever it's vibrating with, whatever it's pulsating through you. Imagine, like, the most incredible electrical charge right now is happening on the earth via our sun, via the plasma, year of the dragon, about to shift us over to year of the serpent. So it's almost like all that high electricity, like, what will we do with all of that if we don't bring it back down, 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 down to the earth level of the serpent?
Hmm.
We're missing out on the greatest opportunity to, like, be seeding the new, to be seeding the future. And if they're still working on these loop round and round and round victim stories, and just like they don't want to fully see, because it means that they have to fully see themselves. If we don't want to fully see what's going on, it's because we don't want to fully see ourselves.
Hmm.
So it goes back to what you're saying. It's like this constant mirroring. The land mirrors, the grid
Yeah.
mirrors, our situations mirror. And what was being mirrored to me was, why am I so triggered by these people that don't know what they're talking about? I'm so triggered because I feel like I need to be talking about this on a microphone loud, and I'm scared to. And I'm scared to have a room with, 100 people listening